All right, welcome to DL Kramer's Custom Cars. Well, today what I'm going to work on is the front bumper. What we're going to do is we're going to move the bumper in, and so I'm going to remake the brackets, and so I'm hoping I can get this done today. Now there's a filler panel that goes between the bumper, not the plastic one. I'm not talking. I'm deleting the plastic one. That's gone because I'm moving the bumper in. But there's a steel filler panel that goes between the grill and the plastic thing or bumper, whatever you want to call it. And it's over here. And I painted it, supposed to be flat black, but me, I put so many coats on it and turned it into a gloss. It's supposed to be just a temporary thing. It does, however, have some rust holes in it and stuff, but the bumper will cover that for now. And then I'll get a new one of these later. I just don't got the money. Auto parts are exploded from tariffs and so much fraud happening out there right now because these CEOs of these parts companies are saying, oh, let's make money while we can, you know. And it's destroying people like me and maybe even you. So I'm not going to get political, but I think you know what I mean. But so what I got to do is I got to make do with what I got. This is just a piece that bolts in. So it'll be black. The grill above it is black, so it's going to just blend in for now. You know, I want to try to drive the car because the cost of fuel is going to be expensive. Did a lot of things that shouldn't have been done, but nobody listens to anybody anymore. So, but anyway, let's go outside. I'll show you what I'm doing. Hopefully, it's so bright out here, I can't see what I'm looking at here hardly. Okay, so anyway, these shock bumpers, they have this big, oh, this thing weighs a lot. It's just incredible. But what we're going to do is they're mounted here, they're mounted there, one there, and then same thing over there. But what I want to use this section. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it off, like right here. Well, this looks good. I go get another pen, another marker. Oh, well, let's go get another marker. I tell you, if you guys know of a good marker, put it in the comments down below because I keep having trouble. Can't seem to find that perfect marking device. Maybe you guys know. So anyway, what I want to use these two mounts. And I got to get it to the bumper, and I want to use these two mounts that go through the bumper. And we'll just put fake bolts through the rest of the holes. It'll be like this here, and then that one over there. So we'll cut it off here, next to that. And then I'm looking at these bolts, and we'll cut it off just past there. Maybe somewhat like right here. And then the arrow means up. And right side, right front, RF. Okay. And we'll do the same thing over here. We'll cut it right about here. And next to it here. And this one means left front. And that arrow means up. Okay. Now we got that set up. So, I wonder if we should use the saw. I wonder if that'll fit in the saw. That'd be cool if I could just chop it off with the chop saw. I don't know. Well, I suppose I'll set that up next. So, again, what we're going to do Let's see. So you can kind of see, you know, it's like you're sitting on the passenger side of the car. If I tip the bumper up like this, this would be the bottom of the car, that would be the top of the car. I think you can kind of understand what I'm saying here. Okay? And we won't use none of those mounts. Just going to use this one and that one. All I got to do is hold the bumper on. I mean, these days, whatever, And then that's the rear bumper innards. We'll do that next. So anyway, I'm going to put you guys on pause for a minute here. Okay, I tried cut one and it worked, so let's try to cut the other one. Okay. Now what we're doing is we're cutting on the inside of these two. What's going on here? This piece, right here for now. Okay, now we need to trim them off. Okay, so where are we at? Now, what I want to do, I want to keep these two bolts mounted to this. So I want to cut this side off now. I'll cut this side off. I want this piece. This can go to scrap. Yeah, I could bolt that on, have extra strength in the bumper, but yeah, it's more to worry about, probably. Let's see. Gotta find the happy way to mount it in here. Well, here. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, there we go. Just gotta figure out what. Man, I'd like to get it closer than that, though. Take another inch off of there yet. Let's see if I flip that over. And I think the guard would hit it when, yeah. Well, guess we gotta settle for that right now. We'll see what we got after we cut it off. Maybe we can get it in there closer somehow then. I don't know. Probably not. But we'll see. Okay. And so now we got. Yeah, now we got our mount. This will mount to the shock bracket. And this will mount to the bumper. Would I like to take more than that off of it though? I could take more off. But yeah, that'll work. So we got one. Okay, now we gotta do the other one. We're getting there. So we'll go back in here this way then. Okay. Well, Something happened. Come on now, don't wreck my blade. Don't wreck my blade. What is going on here? Well, that's weird. How could that be that? Thing must be sprung. Thing must be sprung. Must have been an accident once upon a time. Alright, so that's nice. Didn't cut into it. Thank God. Fuck, an inch away from it though. Okay, so there's our RF right front arrow up, so it goes like this on the passenger side. And then this one will go on the driver's side. Left front. And up. So one will be on the left side, one will be on the right side. Okay, so there's burrs on there that you can cut your fingers on, so now do I want to cut more off it? Nah, they can stay like that. I'll just have to clean this up so you don't cut ourselves. I wonder if I should cut the back one right away. Since this saws out, maybe I should, huh? Well, let's do that. Let's just put these off to the side for now. And I'll go in and get the other bumper. And all right. So now in this one, the bumper could be stood up like this. The arrows are up. This is right rear, left rear. You know. So I figure we can use that bolt and that one, and then we can go over here and do the same thing. So we're going to cut it here. We're going to cut it there. We'll cut it there, and we'll cut it there. So let's do that. Here goes nothing. Oh, sitting on there. Oh well, fine. That'll work. Okay. So I'm going to take it back off the bumper. Don't want to cut the bumper. Let's get it off of there for now. Oh god, them pieces are heavy. I think they're 95 pounds. I think that's what somebody said. Let's put this in the shed. Hey. See, where can I set it for now? Okay. That's what we'll go with for now. Son of a gun. Boy, that's heavy stuff. So now let's get cut. Let's see which one should we do first. We'll do this cut first. We're gonna wait there. Hold that up for now. Can you see what's going on here? Take some more of that off. Oh no, I can't. I gotta back it back up. I need those bolt holes. Yeah. Well, keepers, creepers. Alright, let's get rid of this big doggy. Let's see, you got enough meat there for the bolts. Yep. I can't lift the saw. What the hell's stopping? Oh, a button. Let's do this one right away. I have to change the disc. It's getting down there. Boy, it's got a lot of cotton though. It's got a lot of work to do. If you think about it, it's doing a lot of work. I'm thankful for that. There's enough meat there for everything, okay. Okay. Now we got a narrow one. Cut the other line off. Trying to think what's the easiest way here. Easiest way for the saw. Be kind to it. It's helping me out. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. One more to do. It's trim or cleanup time, whatever we need to do here. First, we gotta get it down to what we need. Always let the saw do the work, because sometimes you have one point here to cut through, this point to cut through. Sometimes there's three separate points you're cutting through at the one time. That's why always let the saw do the work, though. You know, it might sound like I was drawing it down, but then I'd bring it up and then reset it like this and work its way down. But don't just jam the saw in there, just let the saw do the work, and you can hear how the RPM is going. You could see it was drawing down, but it was cutting 4 things at once, I think, at one point. I think it was actually doing, well, I know it was doing 3 for sure. So you're making 3 cuts at one time with it. So, and always wear your safety gear, like I didn't do. So now let's look them over. See if we're gonna trim any more off of them. See, now this is the left rear. So it's a driver's side rear bracket. So now I got 4 spots where I'm gonna fasten the bumper to. Some people might say you would cut it off there too, but I like the 4 mounts now I got in the back, you know. So we'll have to clean the burrs off of that one. Okay. And we got the right rear. This is the passenger side rear. And again, we got the 4 mounts, and we got the mounts that mount it to the car. Okay, perfect. I think we'll settle for that. And then we got the front ones that we cut earlier. And these we can only get 2. I mean, I could get more, but it would have to have been a lot longer. I think that's fine. No matter what we do, if we hit a deer, somebody rear-end somebody else or whatever, it's just, I'm just going to be there no matter what. This is the right front. This will be the passenger side front. See, I got them all marked. This is up. And we got the 2 mounts to the bumper. We got 2 bolts to the frame, the shock mount. Now what do we do? Let's we can put the saw away and get out the grinder and clean them up a little bit so we can paint them. I'm still wondering about something though. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's put you guys on pause while I clean up. All right. Let's clean up those edges so we don't cut ourselves. Okay, now. Alright. So what we're gonna do yet is we're gonna pound out. Wow. There we go. Now we got our plate. That one's ready for cleanup. That one's ready for cleanup. That's different. Let's see. It's kind of cool. Let's unplug that before we cut our arm off. That's a different way to hold that in there, yes. That's ready for cleanup. One more here. Oh, figured out if I do it that way now. Okay. There, everything's ready for cleanup. So now I'm going to clean these all up. And I'm going to go to work and paint them all black. I'm not going to video that. That's a general thing for everybody. And then on the next video, I think we're going to put the grill in quick. Put that together. And then we'll start putting the front bumper on. And we'll go from there. So, let's see what happens. So anyway, this is what we got so far. As you can see. So everything's marked where it goes. So please like and subscribe, guys, and watch for the next video on continuation. We will talk to you later. Take care and watch for the next video. And please like and subscribe if you can. I sure would appreciate it. And take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.